Hello and welcome back to the Wisdom of Odin. Today I want to talk about journaling and how it may be something that can really help you in your own personal practice, but also in your life as well. So when I first heard of journalism, or journaling, I should say, I think I was in the category with a lot of people. I was like, it sounds like a lot of work, sounds like it would be helpful to me. And then I tried it for a bit, I failed. I have so many journals laying around. I think a lot of us have journals like this one laying around that just never get filled out. I certainly love the look of journals, and I really love to buy leather-bound books with parchment paper in them, but filling them was a whole nother story. And then I realized the most important story to fill in there is your own. And that's really cheesy, but it's also true, because we go through a lot in our lives, and not just big moments, but so many little moments that we often lose track of. How many times have you smiled today? How many times have you laughed this week? How many times has something impactful happened to you and then you just forget about it? And I was realizing that, I'm 28 now, coming on 29, and I think it's one of those things that I realize that even if I live to 50, which is, cutting myself pretty short, a lot is going to happen in life, and I feel like I'm going to very much regret losing my memory of these things. And that tied with my love of nature and the gods and ritual and the community around this channel. I didn't want to lose any of it. And I realized that even through the mundane in life, there are moments of joy and happiness or inspiration that I want to continue to have and hold on to. And so that's why I really picked up journaling. And so the main reason that I want to recommend it to you is because I think the sooner you start, the less you will regret not doing it. Because I regret not doing it for the last 10 years of my life, for the entirety of my 20s, because there's entire years that are so vague to me. I look back, what was I doing when I was 22? Working in a restaurant, okay. What else? And I can't really tell you too much, maybe if I went through pictures. And then you add the gods and the religion into this, and you really don't want to forget about it. I mean, think about the first time you had a religious experience with the gods. How much better would it be if you wrote that down the moment it happened? I didn't the first time I had a religious experience with the gods. I don't write it down every single time I have some kind of profound realization in life, but I wish I did. And I know there's so many of you out there that don't write these things down, and I really want to recommend you do. And there's a few different ways you can do this. And the first one, obviously, is you get a leather-bound book with parchment in it, or a notebook. Really just have something that you can write into. And I think, what really makes these powerful is that you can draw on them too. Even if you can't draw that good, don't worry about it. I think I have shown some people this a little bit, but here's a little look at my spiritual journey. We'll see if you can actually see that. And so, yeah, I have these moments and experiences, or visions, so to speak, of, just things that come to me while I'm connecting with the gods through meditation or trance or through ritual. And so I draw them, and they may not be the best drawings in the world. Sometimes they're hastily done. However, there's something that I can refer to later, because especially things that come to us in our mind, these are things that are so fleeting. So I really think it's important to draw these things and that you can reference later. I mean, think about 10 years of experiences all contained in a book, and then you can look back on and maybe be inspired or realize something that you didn't originally. There are, of course, downsides to writing it by hand, is that there's no backup. Especially in our modern digital age, we're so used to having easy access to things. And if you have it on paper, it's, that's there. Fire happens, you lose that book, it's gone. And so I have been using an app, and I wish this app would sponsor this channel. However, they have not up to this point. So this is just purely me saying I like this product. And that is the Day One Journaling app. I really like this app. So it has a phone companion that you can use, as well as a Mac companion. And so you take a picture throughout your day, and then you can upload it. And then the thing I really love is that it keeps track of your location when you're doing it. So you get this wonderful map of all the places that you've been. And especially with me entering this travel phase of my life, I love seeing all the places I've traveled to, and the places that I took these pictures, and then having little entries, when I was there. And I think this is really cool to see throughout your months and years of where you've been, or how many times you've been to the same coffee shop over and over again. But I think this is a really great digital app. And if it was just the digital app, I may not use it all the time. But the thing that really won me over to this is that you can actually print off the journal in the end into a physical book. This is 2022, part 1. There's actually going to be a part 2 coming to me here very soon that is almost the same size of it. But look at that. It is just a really well done book, and I think this was $45 to actually get printed off. And you know, there's not a lot of customization in some areas. Like you can change the pictures, obviously, but otherwise, like the colors are pretty set in stone and whatnot. But the pages are just absolutely incredible. Let me see, you know, a page. So yeah, like, you know, this, you know, look at that. It's got the pictures in there. It's got the day-to-day entries. And then, oh yeah, let me find the map here. The map is awesome. I love the map on this. Again, especially since I've done so much traveling now, you know, you can see all the places you've been. And it's just incredible. And I love having a physical book. And so for the purposes of this video and saying that, you know, recording your journey, I honestly believe that the day one is really great because you can have the digital copies that are safe or in the cloud, have privacy, and then you also can print off the physical copies should you want to. Now, obviously, day one may not be around forever, so you don't have a guarantee that they'll be around forever. But yeah, just like look at that. You know, my time in the Reba Viking Center, absolutely incredible to have that, you know, in physical form. And hopefully this is something that'll be with me the rest of my life. And I really experienced something when I picked up the book and was flipping through the pages and landed on the religious sections, because I have my, you know, spiritual moments in here as well. And looking back at all the rituals and experiences that I've had this last year, and I think about, like, damn, what if I didn't write these down? You know? So I can really see myself 10 years from now, 20 years from now, appreciating this more and more every single day. And I really think that journaling is a gift to yourself in the future, like planting a tree. It's something that maybe you won't appreciate right away, but I think later in life, having a journal of physical, you know, digital or handwritten or printed, having some form of recollection of your thoughts of the past, especially when getting into spirituality and Norse Paganism or any kind of practice like that, I really think it's going to just be a seed that sprouts into something really beautiful one day. So this is my really long-winded reason and defense or argument for journaling and why I think you should do it. So let me know down below if you journal already, how you do it, and any experiences you have, you know, by going through it. I don't think it needs to be a day-by-day setup. A lot of the times I fail. I have moments where I'm like, I haven't written in 2 weeks, and I'll go back. Another reason I really like the Day One journaling app is because you can just take pictures throughout your day and then upload them later. And that way you can kind of reflect on those days. And then it's okay if you miss a day or two, just catch up later. So yeah, I think it's a very low pressure. Don't put too much on it. Just enjoy the process, you know, get into the habit of it. And I think you'll be very surprised what you learn. And I know that 10 years from now, all of us that are journaling now, our lives are going to be so thankful that we did. So yeah, I think that's all I got, because I just wanted to convince you to journal, and I hope I have. And Day One, if you're listening, look how good I am at promoting you. I would love to promote Day One because I think it's a really great app, and I hope they're around for a lifetime to come so they can continue printing off our memories in such beautiful ways. So thank you all so very much. All of these names coming down here are the amazing people who support this channel on Patreon. And if you're interested in joining this list of amazing individuals, please head down below to Patreon and see about joining and supporting this channel. Thank you all so very much for your time, for your support, and I hope this video was helpful to you. Until the hall.